with another episode of Jonathan's Rants and Reviews, and let's talk about that X-Men Apocalypse Entertainment Weekly magazine issue. Magazine or issue? Whatever, you know what I mean. You know what Entertainment Weekly is. But, let's just get into it, because I wasn't able to review the trailer for Comic-Con because, I want to be able to show you pictures from it, and the quality was horrible because, it's filmed from a phone, and about midway through the trailer, the dude's hand just started sliding over, and then you couldn't, it cut off half the screen, so I just figured I wouldn't review it. But I guess now that there's official images of, there are certain parts in the trailer that these images touch on, so I'm just going to show them to you, and I'm going to go from there. So, first picture, I'm kind of going to go from, the most boring picture, in my opinion, the one that doesn't show as much, to the one that shows the most, or the coolest. It's all going to lead down to the cover. Because, that's what you're here for, to look at the cover. Because that was what ensnared me into the trap that is X-Men. So, yeah. Here's the first picture. Yeah, so, that was just a couple of the people's. Havoc was there. Mora from X-Men First Class was there, the CIA lady. You know who I'm talking about. Beast was there. Jennifer Lawrence was there. Mystique. Professor X with the hair, which he does end up losing, because if you watch the trailer, you may have watched it, so I'm not going to leave a link towards it, because, I might get my video taken down and get blocked and all that good stuff. So, yeah, he does eventually lose the hair in the film, so, that's good. The more he looks like Patrick Stewart, the more I'm going to watch. So, yeah. It's just them. They're all sitting at Cerebro in their 80s clothes, looking all 80s-ish. Yeah. That's pretty much it. They look good in their 80s outfits. Next picture. Okay, so that was Evan Peters as Quicksilver, and you know who Jennifer Lawrence is, Mystique, but she's not blue. So I'm still wondering why she's not blue, because Mutant and Proud, remember that? Yeah, why wouldn't she be blue? Because that's what she does. She's in X-Men armor, I guess, or an X-Men suit. But why? I get that she's there for the sole purpose of just helping Charles take out Apocalypse, but why is she in the X-Men suit? She's kind of not one of the members of the X-Men, and Mystique is supposed to be naked in the movies. Not saying I'm a pervert or nothing, but that's just how it is. And why isn't she blue? If Nightcrawler is gonna walk around blue, what's wrong with her walking around blue? Oh yeah, and also in that original picture I showed you, why isn't Beast blue? Unless he's back on that magic drug that just stops your mutation completely, and apparently gives Charles his legs back, fixes his spine magically, but why aren't they blue? Maybe there are just too many blue people in this movie, because Apocalypse is blue. Nightcrawler, of course. I think that Angel isn't going to be blue in the movie. I don't think they're going full-on Archangel in the look. I think he's just going to be, regular. So, maybe they don't want 5 blue people in the movie. Or 6, whatever. Why aren't they blue? The picture, it interests me, because in the trailer, there was a scene where Jennifer Lawrence is up there, and I guess they're in the X-Jet, and they're just getting ready for battle, and it's she sees something off in the distance. I'm assuming it's Apocalypse and his 4 horsemen doing some crazy stuff. But yeah, and then you see Jean and Scott back there, and that's going to tie into the next pictures. So, here it is. The replacement actors for the old ones. These are this is the young X-Men. because Wolverine is not in this movie. So, you know, young X-Men, no Wolverine. It's a step forward. Here it is. Yeah, so that was Sophie Turner as Jean Grey. She's a young Jean. The description from the magazine is that she's scared of her telepathic abilities, and she's one of Charles' like best students. Like she usually is, but I don't understand why she's like afraid of her powers. Usually, like in the comics, she's not afraid of her powers. The only thing that she's afraid of is the Phoenix coming out, but she doesn't know the Phoenix is in it because in the third movie, Charles said that he suppressed her Phoenix mentality. Because, I mean, he still met Jean here, so that means he had to have suppressed the ability. But since Days of Future Past happened, X-Men Origins through the Wolverine never happened. The only movies that happened are First Class in the 70s part of Days of Future Past. That's it. So, all that stuff is erased, so why am I talking about it? But yeah, I mean, she shouldn't be afraid of her power. She should embrace it until the Phoenix comes out. So, but yeah, I mean, Sophie Turner, she's in Game of Thrones, so she has to be a good actor. Enough said. I hope she does a good job. Alright, and that was Ty Sheridan as Cyclops. Mr. Scott Summers. Even and like in this movie, he's the younger brother of Havoc. Even though Havoc in the comics is the younger brother of Cyclops, we're not gonna talk about what's wrong. Like there's so many problems with these movies, but you just gotta look past them and enjoy them, because that's what I do. I look past the problems and enjoy it while I'm watching the movie. But when I get home, I start thinking, and then then I actually have to grade the movie, and then give you a review of the movie. Yeah. I mean, he looks like Cyclops. I mean, he looks like a white dude with brown hair and red shades. I mean, but he has like a leather 80s jacket on. Like Cyclops wears leather jackets quite often in the comics. I mean, they haven't really showed the X-Men suits. I mean, unless what Quicksilver and Mystique were wearing. I mean, unless that is literally it. Then, I mean, that's not much. But Bryan Singer said that he's bringing in the colors. But, I mean, you'll see that later on in some of these pictures. Because the comic bookiness of the suits are ridiculous. And you're going to love it because I loved it. So, yeah, I mean, he looks like Cyclops. And I hope he does a good job, too. Yeah, enough said. Now, that, people, was Jubilee. Jubilee shoots fireworks. Pretty much. That's pretty much what she does. She shoots like energy blasts that look like fireworks, or sometimes are fireworks. That's what she does. And in the description of her character, which is pretty much her from the comics, she's very open-minded. She has a very good sense of fashion. I mean, 80s fashion, people. Not recent fashion, so that means 80s fashion. I mean, now that would look crazy, but then, of course, it looked perfect. But yeah, she looks exactly like Jubilee from the comics. I'm not going to complain at all. She has the bright yellow jacket, the pink shades. And then in the set photos, if you see the whole outfit, she's wearing this, like the shorts, the jorts, the jean shorts. I mean, she looks like Jubilee from the comics. Enough said. I keep saying that, but I mean, literally, that's all I got to say about the subject. I haven't seen her in anything. I hope she does a good job. Yeah, I like the look, though, because it's comic book Jubilee. That's all I can ask for personally as a fan. Yeah, but, I mean, Jubilee was in the other movies, too, where she was in the background. Like, she was in the first one as a teenager in the 2000s, but now she's a teenager in the 80s because, you know, Days of Future Past changed things. So, yeah. That's it, pretty much. She was in the first movie, she walked in and then walked out, and then in the second movie she walked in and then walked out, and then she wasn't in the third movie, and then she was supposed to be in Days of Future Past, but then they cut her out. Bryan Singer has been trying to get Jubilee in the X-Men movie forever, and then she keeps getting cut out, so here's your chance, dude. You got it. Next picture. Okay, now that was Cody Smith McPhee. Yeah, that's his name. Cody Smith McPhee is Nightcrawler. They already released the first image of Nightcrawler. I mean, he looks like Nightcrawler would look like, but he has like 80s hair. And then in some of the set photos, he's wearing like a Thriller jacket. Yeah, so yeah. But in the description of him is pretty much from the comics too. He's kind of the comic relief. He's the fun guy of the group. Yeah, he's the fun guy. And Mystique found him. But for those of you who don't know, Mystique is Nightcrawler's mom, and Azazel from X-Men First Class, the red dude with the tail who can teleport also, that's dad. But I don't think they're going to go into that. I think all they're going to explain is that Mystique is his mom. And I mean, they didn't even say it in the original movies, and the two had a scene together where they were talking. Yeah, I don't know, man. So, but yeah, I mean, Mystique is his mom. And Azazel is his daddy, and that's it for Nightcrawler. I mean, we all know who Nightcrawler is, because, I mean, we watch the X-Men cartoons. He's usually the fun, lighthearted guy who is, like, when everything's not going good for the team, he'll brighten the mood a bit. So, yeah, thumbs up for the fuzzy dude. And only a few people who watch X-Men Evolution will get that reference. The fuzzy dude. Next picture. Okay. Is my camera moving? Nope. Okay. Well, now we're getting into the villains of the movie, and I know what you're thinking. That was Storm. She's not a villain. In this movie, she is. And she's not a part of the X-Men team. She's one of the 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse. So, because, like, Apocalypse is, like, trying to start a mutant uprising of the strongest mutants, and Storm was in Africa at the time, because, you know, she's African, and Apocalypse is Egyptian. Did I explain to you that Apocalypse was that kid at the end of Days of Future Past where all them Egyptians were chanting En Sabanoa, and, like, they were, you know, bowing down to him, and he was just up there building the pyramids? That was him. It's him. That, when I show him to you, that's him. So you know. But, yeah. And he had his 4 horsemen in the background in the end credit scene, too. So, I mean, things are all lining up. But, yeah. That was Storm, played by Alexandra Shipp. She was Aaliyah in that bad Aaliyah movie. She did a good job as acting-wise, but the movie was bad. Yeah, she has the mohawk, like 80 Storm from the comics, and she's wearing a Storm outfit. That's what Storm wears in the comics. Kind of like recently, that's what she's wearing. So I'm happy. I'm happy Bryan Singer and the people over at Fox, they're getting it right. Because I seen the Deadpool trailer. Colossus looks right from the comics. Negasonic Teenage Warhead, she's wearing an X-Men suit. Deadpool, we know. Yeah. When they get things right, it's good. When Fox gets things right with their superheroes, it's good, because I remember being mad that they cut out that scene of Wolverine. At the end of the Wolverine, where he got the actual comic book suit, they cut it out. So, I'm happy. I hope Alexandra Shipp does a good job, because I remember as soon as she got the role, she posted a picture on Instagram, and she just had like 50 Storm comics and X-Men comics. She's ready. She's ready. She's going to do a good job. I have no doubt in my mind that she's going to do a good job. So, now we'll talk about the villains. So, on to the next picture. Now, that other girl standing next to Apocalypse was Psylocke. She's been in the X-Men movies only once before, in X-Men 3, and they butchered her character completely. She was just kind of there. They got her powers wrong. I'm not going to show you the picture of her because it's trash. I mean, she's the chick with purple hair, and she has a scar on her eye, and she blends in the walls. That's all you need to know. So go back and watch X-Men 3 and watch how they butchered that character of Psylocke. But she looks, Olivia Munn looks awesome. She put a it's a video of her, like, doing the sword work. She's learning, and then she posted a picture earlier today of her with the purple in her hair. She looks like Psylocke from the comics. And if you don't believe me, because, I mean, she's wearing, like, a suit that you don't think you would see a woman wear into battle, but guess what? It's accurate. She has the little red thing, and that's this outfit. Can you see it? Yeah, that's it. That's what she looks like in the comics. I mean, she looks like Psylocke. So I'm happy. Get the purple and all. Speaking of purple, Ivan Ooze. Let me show you. Let me show you, because you saw Apocalypse. Now I'm gonna show you Ivan Ooze. Look at it. Yeah. Apocalypse looks just like Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie. He looks exactly like him. See, the only problem is with the Apocalypse that they have. It's not the actor. It's not Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac was in Ex Machina. He's gonna be Poe Dameron in the new Star Wars movie. He's a good actor. He's a really good actor. But that makeup that they have on him, he doesn't look anything like Oscar. Like that's not Oscar Isaac's face. I was expecting to see his face, and then his head is huge up top. I know what they were going for. It's like the skin, and like there's techno stuff coming out the skin, but his head looks huge. And then he looks like Ivan Ooze, because the lighting makes him look purple. That's Ivan Ooze, man. The armor looks great. And then, I mean, he looks like Ivan Ooze. And then, to top things off, he's not big, because Apocalypse, in the comics, he is huge. He's a big, tall dude. I mean, sure, he's muscular. He has the bulk of Apocalypse, but he doesn't have the height. And he's blue, and the blue mixed with the lighting they have makes him look purple, and then he looks like Ivan Ooze. Ooh, oh my god. He looks like Ivan Ooze. I gotta watch Power Rangers now. I'm gonna watch that movie tonight. Ivan Ooze. Nostalgia. But next picture. Just look at this, because the next picture is the actual cover, and it's awesome. It's gonna take away from the Ivan Ooziness that is Apocalypse. So I hope you liked what the cover looked like, because Magneto looks dope in the full outfit. He looks like the X-Men Evolution Magneto. Once again, Psylocke looks great. Olivia Munn looks awesome. And Apocalypse, his outfit looks good. Face looks nothing like Oscar Isaac. It looks like a Smurf. Enough said. With, once again, techno stuff coming from his, well, like, from where I guess your hairline would start. Yeah, but I'm sure it'll look better in the movie. So, comment below, tell me what you thought, and like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm watching Power Rangers tonight. I'm watching X-Men Evolution, the episode, well, season 4, with Apocalypse. Yeah, that's it. I'm wearing a Superman shirt, talking about X-Men, and I will see you next time.